At 32, Thomas owned nothing. No degree, no savings, holes in his shoes. He worked nights guarding a warehouse while the rest of the world slept, and slept while the rest of the world built their dreams. He tried everything: job applications, prayers, hope. Nothing worked. Then one exhausted morning, standing outside a village clinic at 5 a.m., his mother dying inside, something inside him snapped. Not with sadness, with rage.
And in that dark, silent moment before dawn, Thomas discovered the one thing no one had ever told him. The hours the world throws away are the hours that change everything. 90 days later, double salary, office job, his mother living with him, medical care paid for. This is exactly what he did, step by step, and it starts with an alarm clock.
Thomas wasn't lazy. That's what made it so painful. Every night, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., on his feet, alert, doing his job. 4 miles of walking per shift. Never late, never complained. But hard work inside the wrong life doesn't build anything. It just keeps the lights on. He'd walk home at dawn, past windows glowing with other people's mornings. Kids eating breakfast, men in clean shirts heading to offices, and ask himself the question that haunted him. Is this it? Is this my whole life? Then his mother collapsed. 3 hours on a bus to reach her. A small village clinic. Her hand in his, thin, tired, worn from decades of fieldwork.
"Thomas," she whispered, "do not waste your life like I wasted mine. Find a way. Promise me." He sat with her until she fell asleep. Then he walked outside into the 5 a.m. darkness and made a decision that cost him nothing, but changed everything.
On the bus ride back, Thomas noticed a man across the aisle. Well-dressed, calm, reading a book, at 6 in the morning, on a regular bus. He recognized him, Mr. Chun, one of the most successful businessmen in the region. Thomas had nothing to lose. He asked, "Why are you on this early bus?" Mr. Chun smiled. "Because I wake up at 4:30 every morning. I use these hours to read, think, and plan, before the world wakes up and takes my attention. But don't you need more sleep? I sleep at 9 p.m., 7.5 hours. That's enough." He looked at Thomas's exhausted face. "You work nights?" "Yes, security guard." "And when do you sleep?" 7 a.m. to
4 p.m. Mr. Chun nodded slowly. "So you are awake when the world sleeps, and asleep when the world works. No wonder you feel stuck." He leaned forward. "Let me tell you the secret that changed my life 30 years ago. The hours between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m., those are magic hours. That is when you build the life you want, while everyone else is still dreaming." Mr. Chun didn't give Thomas inspiration. He gave him a system. Hour 1, 5 to 6 a.m., build a skill. Not scrolling, not watching TV, learning something that will change your income. A language, a trade, accounting, coding. Online courses are free. YouTube has everything. You have no excuse. Hour 2, 6 to 7 a.m., Build yourself. 30 minutes of movement. Walk, run, stretch. Then 30 minutes of reading or planning. 3 unbreakable rules. Rule 1. No negotiation. 5 a.m. every day, including weekends. Just this once is how failure begins. Rule 2. Sleep by 9 p.m. You cannot steal sleep and win. You control when you rest. Rule 3. The first week will be hell. Push through 21 days and it becomes habit. Push through 90 days and it becomes identity. Then Mr. Chun wrote his number on a card. Come back in 3 months. Show me what you've built. If you've done the work, I'll help you find a better job. If you quit, don't bother calling.
The first alarm at 5 a.m. felt like an assault. Every part of Thomas's body said no. His mind whispered, "Just 1 more hour. You're exhausted. You deserve rest." He thought of his mother's face. He got up. He chose Excel, basic accounting. Free YouTube tutorials at 5 a.m. with burning eyes, learning formulas, data analysis, spreadsheet logic. Then 30 minutes walking through empty streets as the sun rose, then reading, then sleep by 7:30. Up at 2, night shift at 8, repeat. Week 1, pure pain. Week 2, small progress. Day 20, he woke up at 4:58, 2 minutes before his alarm. His body had shifted.
And for the first time, he didn't feel dread. He felt momentum. By month 2, 3 completed online certificates. Weight lost, sharper mind. People at work started noticing. Thomas, you look different. What changed? I'm changing my life, 2 hours at a time. In month 3, he built something. A full Excel inventory system for the warehouse, something his company had never properly had. He showed his supervisor. Word spread. On day 87, his supervisor called him in. Thomas, we're expanding our accounting department. We need someone who understands our operations and has bookkeeping skills. The job is yours. Day shift, double your salary.
Thomas couldn't speak. 3 months ago, holes in his shoes, sleeping on a floor mattress, invisible. Now, an office job, a future. When do I start? Monday. 1 year later, Thomas was his company's lead accountant. His mother lived with him. Proper medical care, a real apartment. Every morning, still at 5 a.m. Not because he had to, because those 2 hours had become sacred. His co-workers would ask, "Thomas, why still wake up so early? You've already made it." He'd smile. Success isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. And mine starts at 5 a.m.
Here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't talent, it isn't luck, it isn't connections. It's what you do between 5 and 7 a.m. When the world is quiet, your willpower is fresh, and no one is competing for your attention. Thomas had no degree, no money, no mentor until the bus ride that changed everything. And he turned 2 free hours a day into a completely different life. You have more than he had. You're watching this, which means you have internet, access to free education, and opportunity sitting right in front of you. The only question is whether you'll use it. Your 3-step challenge starts tonight. Step 1. Set your alarm for exactly 5 a.m.
Put your phone across the room. Make yourself stand up to turn it off. Step 2. Choose one skill to build in that first hour. One course, one goal, 90 days. Don't switch. Don't negotiate. Step 3. Be in bed by 9 p.m. tonight. Protect your sleep like it's a business meeting you cannot miss. Do this for 90 days. Your life will not look the same. Not because of magic, because of math. 730 extra hours a year that everyone else is sleeping through. Drop a comment right now. What will you build in your first hour tomorrow? And share this with someone who says they want to change, but keeps hitting snooze. Because the version of you that has everything you want, they're already awake. Subscribe for more stories of real transformation and the exact steps behind them.